Jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you, they was blocking the shine. Now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents, and now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Your offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing!
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could
Good evening, or perhaps early afternoon, everybody, and welcome to what is guaranteed to be an amazing night. This is the ECAC SSBU Grand Finals 2022 edition. If you had other plans tonight, you might as well cancel them because this is going to be amazing. We've got Bay State, our #1 seed, going up against Georgia State, the 11th seed, who have fought their way all the way to these Grand Finals here tonight. I am Sepulence, joined by Killa Miles. And Miles, how ready are you for what is destined to be greatness here tonight?
Well, I am so ready, but I gotta say, Bay State, there's no way they are, because Georgia State beat #3 NJCU, beat #2 FAU Red. I mean, if we went through and calculated the PG stats upset factor, I mean, I think it's like 1 or 2 because we don't have that many people in bracket, but still, they're getting these really high-level upsets. It has been an uphill climb for them the entire way, and yet you look at the scoreline, 2-0. 2-0, 2-0. Where did Georgia State come from, and how are they getting these consistent wins? I mean, in the playoffs, they've barely been touched, but now they're going up against Bay State, who have also not been touched, but that's not new in the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. Bay State, they've been coming in large and in charge. As I'm sure a lot of people's watching's 3rd week in a row, we're going to have the opportunity to see Bay State's team, and they are only 1 of 2 left, so of course we're going to be seeing Bay State here tonight, a team that has fought tooth and nail. They come through with, as you and I were talking about before we even went live, what seems like an unbreakable roster all the way across the board. Each and every one of them is so individually talented and individually strong that this is going to be really difficult. But Miles, I mean, you and I both, we are multi-game casters, and at least for me personally, I cannot remember the last time I saw an 11th seed make grand finals.
Yeah, I mean, ECAC has a history of crazy upsets happening in the playoffs, and I mean, where else is going to happen? I feel like in the regular season, sometimes it can be a little misleading. Teams can slack off. The regular season tests consistency. The playoffs test peaks. How high can your peaks go? That will be decided here. It would be an amazing upset if Georgia State were able to do it, but it wouldn't be the first one they've made. We'll see as Miss Mango opens up against Tony Pajamas.
Miss Mango on the Piranha Plant, one of my favorite characters in the game to watch, and she is coming in quick, able to find 20%, looks for the Batui, falling a little bit short, keeping that Ness off stick.
Ooh.
Guaranteed stock, and she finds the down air, but it falls just a wee bit short.
These aggressive offstage plays right now. Seth interrupting the up B. Tony is being smothered right now, but calculated, stabilizes under the platform. I love this. The pressure right now. They understand the range game is in their favor. Even though you think of Plant as a zoner, they don't really have as much range, but with that long stem strike, they can definitely get a chip on.
Yeah, the long stem strike is a great combo opener there. It disrupts your opponent, often sending them upwards, giving you an opportunity to get out of an engagement you find yourself trapped in. So far, Miss Mango relying a lot on the Patui, but as a Plant player, that's all you really can do to open things up. Tony Pajamas' constant spammage of this PK Fire is really starting to do a number, and even if that PK Thunder hits, Piranha Plant, one of the best recoveries in the game.
That was so intelligent right there from Miss Mango. Oh my god. They intentionally got hit by the PK Thunder, and then they got back. These recoveries right now, Seth, they're going over the ledge trapping. I am feeling the Miss Mango hype right now. She's moving.
She is moving here, Miles. Already able to find that first stock on the Tony Pajamas, which is something a lot of people can't even say they've ever done. Taking the first, getting ready to take the second, as Tony is already up to 62% and counting. The pressure is on these Batuis, becoming more and more predictable. Can Tony capitalize off the back of them, or is it just going to continuously be this game of trying to get out of dodge? The long recovery up the side of the stage to bait out the yo-yo. Absolutely phenomenal. But Tony finally going to put that first stock away.
U2 King angle right there, riding up the side of the stage, right in, delaying your recovery to get around the ledge trapping. These recoveries have been the main thing. How many times have we seen Tony turn a ledge situation into 70 into death? So many, but Miss Mango will not give it to him.
I mean, Tony almost notorious for that at this point. Like you said, truly just getting those combos off ledge, finding a 0 to 70 to death, and it's just going to be an amazing way for Tony to keep those combos consistent. But Miss Mango feels like she's done her homework here, constantly keeping the pressure up against Tony, forcing him to adapt, play a much faster play style than maybe he wanted. And for the first time in a long time, we're seeing Tony Pajamas outside of the driver's seat.
Yeah, and the question for me comes, how is Tony going to get early stocks? We've seen Tony get the PK Fire in Spike, but that back air is so powerful, going to wipe Tony's stock off the board. Now you need to find an early stock, and Plant is a heavy character.
Yeah, Plant deceptively heavy, like you said, an incredibly strong character, finding 60% off of that poison there. That side special coming in clutch to rack up a lot of damage. We're already on to 70. We're one good back air away here, Miles, from Tony Pajamas kissing his third stock goodbye in the first set here tonight.
And the drag down forces a scramble that leaves Miss Mango in advantage, but hopping right over her with the back air. Tony is on last stock right here, but still in a deficit. But could this be the opening? No, and air dodge through, and now off stage. Can this be the there? The Patui all the way to the corner. Tony is out of there. Miss Mango opens up Georgia State with a lead.
I am flabbergasted, bamboozled, and even a little bit floundered there. Absolutely phenomenal performance from Miss Mango. I was a proud Plant stan coming into this. Now I'm a Miss Mango stan coming out of this. My goodness, what a solid, just clear-cut performance to take down one of the strongest players from Bay State that we have seen. Finding that win early, even by a single stock. Having a lead on Bay State is something most teams have never done.
Yeah, and this was a great pick right here. Now, everyone is always like, oh, Ness's recovery, it's not that good. But how often do you see people challenge it? You don't, because you need a disjoint. You need a way to do it. Even the infamous Pikachu edge guards don't really go off too well against Ness because you have to commit so hard. But Miss Mango was able to, when they saw a high recovery, they would go out with an aerial. They would punish it. Not afraid of Ness's disjoints. When they saw the low recovery, that was when she dropped down the Patui and started racking up the damage, reacting to what angle Tony is coming in from and punishing it accordingly. That is what you need to be doing on paper, but online you see people just stick to their flowcharts. No, that was live adaptation, live reaction from Miss Mango to get that advantage.
Yeah, some of arguably the fastest adaptation that we have seen from anybody. Miles, you and I have been here for, I'd say, most weeks of this ECAC season, and I feel like that is just the fastest drop-of-a-hat adaptation change we have seen. Miss Mango in particular, I want to jump back and kind of highlight those moments that you and I went kind of crazy over but couldn't talk about them too much in the moment, was, first of all, the stall on the recovery to bait out the yo-yo, to survive, get up and around it, and get back into it. If the yo-yo found, that could have been devastating. Disastrous. Could have found Miss Mango's stock, turned that into a win for Tony Pajamas. The other one, and you kind of blew up in the moment with it, was intentionally getting hit by that PK Thunder. I mean, what a genius play.
Yeah, that was genius too. One more recovery mix-up. Miss Mango knows, how does Ness like to edge guard? You drop the yo-yo right off the ledge. So what does she do? She drops a poison cloud on the ledge. Yes. Tony's muscle memory makes him run right into the poison cloud, eats 54% on his last stock. Oh my gosh. It might have been over right then and there. What a huge play, huge swing. Off stage, Miss Mango is something to be feared. A menace.
Oh, yes. My favorite word, a menace indeed, Miles. And now looking at Bay State, there are a lot of players they're going to be able to bring in, right? Tony Pajamas is down. That leaves them with 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 more options to bring to the table right now. So this is going to be difficult because, especially as a Plant player, like you said, you cannot fall into that flow chart. You cannot become predictable because Plant, I feel more than a lot of other characters in the game, can become incredibly predictable very quickly. So Miss Mango going to have to spice it up all over again as Flappe comes in for the side of Bay State. Miles, they are bringing out their top guns immediately out the gate here from Bay State. And what else do you expect? We're in grand finals.
Yeah, you've got to be taking this seriously. Bay State has never had their backs up against the wall. And I would say a one-stock disadvantage is backs up against the wall. But it is still a better opening than most teams get. If Flappe isn't able to get a lead back, then that is when things could just start get dire. As Flappe watched that last set, Flappe knows exactly what is coming up as the ledge trapping does not go their way. Forward throw, but too heavy to combo right out of. And that Patui, it's an amazing combo breaker because you hit plant, they fall right on out of it.
And right now, Flappe doing a really good job not allowing Miss Mango any real time to find openings or setups or charge that Poison Cloud. Somehow that down air catches. That was a fascinating interaction. Does a little bit more damage onto Miss Mango, and Flappe is taking quite a bit of damage. I think the objective here, Miles, is to find one stock. Miss Mango needs to find one stock, and they've done their part. They already found the 3 they were supposed to. Putting one more away can really seal the deal with Flappe. Looking incredibly clean, as always, and looking to find this stock early.
Another clean recovery, but Flappe has been so consistent. You're going to need a big swing right here. Landing right in the Poison Cloud right here. Ledge trapping starting to go the way. Oh my gosh, Miss Mango goes all the way down, but now she's at ledge. I love that. I love that set.
Oh, absolutely. We see the Patui going to be winning out on the header there. Goes for it again. Oh, if that would have fallen onto the Wii Fit, that would have been a guaranteed stock beneath ledge like that. But Flappe is going to be able to recover a little bit slower. Waited its time around and lived to tell the tale. Neutral B comes in quick. Salute the sun. Not able to find the space they wanted. Miss Mango right in your face once again. How's Flappe going to adapt? Oh, like that.
Yeah. Right off the top with that forward tilt. The back hit of forward tilt, reverse forward tilt right there, is going to even things up. 6 stocks to 6 stocks between Bay State and Georgia State. And overall, I liked how Flappe handled that. I saw towards the end there, it was very scrambly. And when I say scramble, I mean when both players are right on top of each other and you're just pushing whatever your fastest button is. You are trying to get them off of you as best you can, but both of them are trying to do that. And it's like pushing 2 magnets together. Someone's going to go flying.
Yeah, without a doubt. We saw a great just performance coming out there from Flappe. Like you said, really clean, calm, cool, collected. They knew, hey, I'm up 2 stocks right now. You know, all I have to do, get a little bit of action, get a little bit in there, and they were absolutely able to do so. There's something really interesting about Piranha Plant that I often refer to as the Olimar effect because I'm an Olimar player, so it just kind of feels the most relevant that way. But if you play a character that isn't particularly common, that almost gives you a traditional leg up because a lot of people don't know the matchup or they don't know the preferred play style. And often you can get pretty cheeky with it. I think we saw a lot of that with Miss Mango, very comfortable with her character, and it seemed like both Tony Pajamas and, to a lesser extent, Flappe weren't as versed in that Piranha Plant matchup, and that allowed her to get away with quite a lot.
I think that is certainly true in so many scenarios. That's what gets you through these brackets. But against top-level players, what really sets you apart is when you play an uncommon character and you have an uncommon play style on top of that. Like, do you see the way Miss Mango was using the neutral airs? Coming in, using it kind of like budget Byleth Nair, where it's not nearly as good, but they're getting Nair into dash attack, Nair into dash attack, putting Tony in disadvantage, putting Flappe in disadvantage, and that was one of their big openings time after time. And Nair into dash attack, not something I would typically see, but it shows. It's something, if I don't typically see it, you know Tony, you know Flappe don't typically see it. They're not ready for that level of aggression.
Absolutely. And, with Georgia State losing Miss Mango, that leaves them with, I believe, 4 other options. Of course, there's only going to be 3 in this first series, but there's 4 that they can bring to the table early. And I'm really kind of back and forth on who they're going to bring out here. We've got sword fighters, we've got meta picks, we've got off meta picks, we've got brawls. So it really depends on who they want to bring in their attempt. And it looks like it's going to be Omega, the Joker / Cloud player from Georgia State.
I love that. What?
Stain, playing on Omega's account, actually.
Okay. Well, the Falcon against the Wii Fit. This is going to be tough. It is a glass cannon playstyle, but counterpicking the Yoshi is very intelligent. Even though Wii Fit can kill up the top very early on this stage, I do like this. Now, if the preparation we saw from Miss Mango carries over onto Stain, this could be looking very good, but those Nair strings leading up is great, but the Nair one pops Flappe up.
Yeah, this is going to be great. I feel like the only time I see Yoshi's is when I have a Captain Falcon on the field, so I'd love to see Stain come in early, get a lot of aggression here. Great jab combo, able to rack up about 48% in total. If they find the boots here, that would be a guaranteed death, but instead gets caught out by that Wii Fit recovery. One of those recoveries that is really hard to not get hit by when you go in too deep. 137 already on the board. A full rage Falcon coming in quick, trying to find Flappe, but Flappe just always feels like they're in charge.
Yeah, I love that forward tilt usage again by Floppe. Just a get off me tool. You do not want to be interacting. As you can see, Stain is fishing for a big, obvious combo starter. You want a falling up air, you want a nair one, you want the knee, but you cannot get it. And when the soft knee connects, that's an invitation for Floppe to punish.
Yeah, Floppe able to find that punish early, only 62% on their first stock, and Stain definitely struggling. Found some great combos early, but Floppe doing such a good job staying out of the way, never letting Stain get comfortable enough to try and open up a combo.
Ooh, hitting them out of that super armor right here. Floppe is steadily building up this lead, and Floppe is always positioning. Right outside
what?
Stain's burst range, but the falling up air into knee. I mean, 1,001 ways to do it, my friend. You can always find a net way to connect into the knee of justice.
That was just so slow. I thought there was so much time for Floppe to kind of DI back in, but unfortunately it was a little bit faster than I had anticipated. We're tied back up about a 50% differential right now. Going to be gaining once again. Floppe finding up to 86. Oh my goodness, yeah, now it's 70% differential. Looking for that kill combo already. And like I said, Floppe just doing a really good job of making space when he knows he needs to, right? It's all about that slow game, not letting the Falcon get close enough, and then capitalizing if he gets too close. So it's this great kind of back and forth, really using Stain's own playstyle against it.
Oh, that time Stain waits for the edge. They keep reading this air dodge. If Floppe does that one more time, Stain is taking the stock.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of conditioning going on here from Stain, with only 2 stocks left on the board. That conditioning is going to have to be worth its weight in gold to really turn things around. We are up now to 124, full rage on the bright side, but you are definitely only a couple of hits from death, especially against a Wii Fit. There.
Ooh. Little tap right there with the forward air, puts them up. That forward tilt again. How many times have we seen reverse forward tilt kill? Floppe has been positioning at roll distance and forward tilting every single time, but the reversal off of that aggressive edge guard is going to give Stain the advantage. 1-2-1 right here, but the Raptor boost isn't enough to start a combo.
Oh my goodness, the boots there felt a little bit lucky for Stain, able to find that stock on the bright side. Even if you lose, you've taken Floppe down to that third and final stock. Looking for the Elim now, 94% on the board. I love the attempt of the boots once again. The forward smash came through, but didn't find much. Now the header trying to find Falcon off stage once again. Deep breathing gives you a damage boost for about 6 seconds, and it looks like Floppe is trying to make the most of every single one. Looking for that kill right here, right now.
Yeah, I love that. That was almost like a hack stash right there. They were able to position themselves on the ledge, keep themselves safe. But even all this fancy movement isn't enough to evade Floppe. Floppe finds the hit every single time, but the Nair 1 is safe on shield. It gives Stain an opening. Can they convert it into a kill? We're back to neutral right now, folks.
Back to neutral, 150 here for Stain, and the header gonna send him directly into the blast zone. A great catch out from Floppe once again. A very easy way to walk away with that Elim, but they walk away with it regardless. 1 left on the board here, Miles. Can somebody stop Floppe, or is Georgia State gonna go down quick in game 1?
Yeah, Bay State taking the lead off of Floppe. Very consistent as usual. I love that. Forward tilt at ledge, or not at ledge, at roll distance, which, hey, whatever works, works. I like that because you can kind of position where the front hit of forward tilt will cover an aggressive option, but the back hit, the one that sends straight up, will cover the roll distance, and apparently kills shockingly early. I didn't know that. Their opponents certainly didn't know that, but that is an adaptation from Floppe, an innovation from Floppe that we don't often see. It's a new way of ledge trapping that they have been employing, testing out their gameplay, and I'm liking it so far.
Without a doubt, Floppe has now taken 4 stocks in total, looking to take 3 more to really seal the deal against Georgia State here in game 1. But Miles, I've got to say, win or lose, no matter who's walking away from this, these games have been close. And at the end of the day, as casters, that's all we want. We just want to have some good, top quality SSBU, and we are getting that. Down to 1 stock, 2 games in a row, or 3 games in a row, where somebody's walking down only with that 1 stock left.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. And one thing I do want to, looking back at these replays, one thing I want to compliment Omega on is so many Captain Falcons are so predictable in how they approach. Yeah. How are they going to start the combo? Stomp. That's it. That's pretty much all you're going to get. But no, they're mixing up falling up air, stomp, and Nair 1. Those are their 3 main approach tools, and they all have different burst ranges. And it gives them a margin of mix-up right there. Floppe isn't 100% sure what's going to be flying at their shield, but Floppe was able to start catching on towards the end there. It is still only 3 options, and Floppe was able to cover multiple with 1 option. And, well, You do the math there.
Yeah, and taking another look kind of at this play styles right now as we've kind of exited the game, the tension is down a little bit. I'm noticing that Stain in particular seems to be a little hesitant, a little bit too much respect on the side of Georgia State there, so that's definitely going to hurt. And it looks like we've got Omega actually coming in now, so we're going to be going from Stain to Omega, rocking on the Cloud early. Only has to find one stock to tie things back up once again, Miles.
Yeah, limit at the ledge right here. Look at this movement. They're playing clean, but the bury right there and reading the mash out as well. Floppe continues extending this advantage with the projectiles from long range. The blade beam resets neutral, but for how long? Not long enough, as it's already a stock off the board for Omega.
Stock off the board for Omega, so even if they do find this stock onto Floppe, they go into the final matchup of Series 1 at a one-stock deficit. And that's assuming they kill Floppe before they lose another one. And killing Floppe, as we've learned from Miss Mango and Stain, and now Omega a little bit, is difficult. It is hard to take this Wii Fit trainer down and find another opportunity to deep breathing. Going to be able to bait out that space just a little bit, 90% on the board. And a little bit of luck to not be caught out by that Sun.
Yes, now I like this. They're playing so consistent. That early opening that Floppe got is not repeating. Misreads where they're going to fall with that neutral air dodge. Omega drops that attempt at a punish, but going down, ends up wasting the limit.
That's very unfortunate and a great catch from Floppe. I talked about Wii Fit's recovery. I personally think it's one of the strongest in the game. It can interrupt just seemingly any move, and it's a great opportunity to find stage catches just like that. The limit was supposed to be able there to bait off the ledge, force Floppe to losing that stock, but instead, as Omega jumps right into his feet, Floppe takes that second stock down, 158 on the board, and it's finally going to be the downer that takes that Wii Fit out. But Miles, things are looking bleak here for Georgia State in game one, as now Omega has to find 3 stocks without losing a single stock.
And let us be clear, don't get it twisted. They are still going to have a chance in the run back. It's a best of 3 crew battles. So there is still one more crew battle left for Georgia State to put these adaptations into practice, but you want this early lead. You want it bad. And that is, I mean, getting to a game 3 is a lot harder than getting to a game 2. I'll say that. I feel like Omega was the right pick against Floppe, but they got a little over-eager in their gameplay. Cloud is so good against these zoners. A combination of disjoint and fast airspeed lets them approach safely against these more distance-based gameplays. However, I feel like Floppe was able to punish them hard whenever they got a little too uppity. They felt their movement a little too much, like going off stage with that cross slash. That works on a lot of characters, but Floppe is able to change their recovery angle mid-up B and get it as Anarchy comes in, hoping to maybe finish things off right now for Bay State.
Yeah, Anarchy going to be coming in, and it's surprising a little bit, Miles. You've got to wonder, maybe Sonics isn't back yet. I'm surprised to not see Sonics here in Game 1, or in Series 1, rather. Maybe they'll make an appearance in Series 2, perhaps even into the 3rd. But Anarchy, definitely nobody to shy away from. A real powerhouse player. We have seen Anarchy, I think, 8 stock one time. I don't think I've ever seen Anarchy hit all 9, but I've seen him 8 stock at the very least.
Yeah, I've never seen... Well, I have seen, but not recently have I seen an all 9 stock. Not in the playoffs by any means.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
As Anarchy going to come in, poking and prodding at Omega's Cloud right here. You got to find a new level against this Greninja. Otherwise, it could be curtains on this first game for Georgia State.
Curtains for Georgia State in Game 1, like you said, coming in quick, and this is absolutely a Herculean task. Like you said, Miles, right side, Georgia State loses this one, not the end of the world. They've got at least a second crew battle to try and bring them back, force that 3rd one, and maybe win in a reversal. And as I'm talking about reversals, Omega coming in quick here, 35% on the board, but unfortunately caught out by that classic Greninja combo.
Yeah, I'm really liking what I'm seeing thus far from Omega, but Anarchy's gameplay is just too clean, Septilence.
Yeah.
Oh, tech chase on the platform, though. Omega has the speed to go and punish it, but doesn't get much more than a single up air. That's unfortunate. Anarchy is too good at mixing up their drift, their landings. You cannot catch this frog in the air.
You absolutely cannot, and Anarchy, I think, is fully aware of that fact, constantly kind of goading out Omega, forcing them into uncomfortable positions, and then capitalizing off the back of that. Georgia State, they are looking to win here, and this is like I said, there's no better phrase for it. This is a Herculean task, to say the very least. It's going to be very difficult for Omega, but they found 90% on the first stock. Let's see what they're able to do with it. If they can capitalize into an elim, that'll be great. If they can find that first stock early, things can actually really look up for them.
Yeah, up he had a shield, has been their best friend, but a lot of what Greninja does is not entirely safe to do that, so I like how we don't see Omega overusing it. Spacing these back airs pretty well. Anarchy, even though they're not all perfectly spaced, does not challenge them. They don't need to. They're holding this lead. I mean, challenging the back air could be so much damage, so you might as well just shield it while you still got a shield, though. Look how low that's getting. I'm not sure that's going to be an option that much longer. Doesn't matter, though, as they almost get that Gimp. A great air dodge back to ledge.
Oh my goodness, that was a scary one. A great air dodge back to ledge. The limit now charged. Can you find a second stock early? Can you take us all the way down 1-1? And I love that Anarchy using every single frame of that invincibility to try and bait out that limit break early.
Yeah, still though, I like that. Using the limit blade beam to get out of that early percent. Now, look at this. Trying to go for that up B. Like I said, it's not always safe to go for, and that is it. The last stock from Omega out of there. Bay State goes up 1-0 in the grand finals.
Bay State up 1-0 in the grand finals, and now hypothetically 9 stocks away from being able to be undefeated champions here in those grand finals. Be an absolutely amazing feat. But Miles, I mean, I've got to say, Georgia State, they are keeping this close, especially when you look at statistics here. This is the 11th seed, and they are taking Bay State all the way down to that third and final fighter.
Georgia, where were your players at? How did you get to 11th seed? This is some amazing gameplay. They battled their way through this entire bracket, and now here they stand against Bay State, and they're looking so good. They have the tools to make this upset, but can the adaptations continue to come in? I will say Georgia State is clearly very well studied for this. Like, you talked about it. We said quick adaptations, but I don't think that's quite right. Georgia State clearly was studied up. I think back to the way Miss Mango immediately went off stage against Tony Pajamas. They knew Tony's recovery patterns, and they were ready to be in their way.
Yeah, an amazing performance, and they might be even better in just a couple of minutes after what I believe is going to be this super short break. So we're going to give these players time to get water, use the restroom, do whatever, and I highly suggest you all do the same, but promise you'll meet me right back here for what could be the final series of the ECAC SSBU season. We'll see you right back here in just a bit.
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a sore. I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big. Jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do.
What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the ECAC SSBU Grand Finals 2022 edition. Still Septilance and Killer Miles here, coming right back in after a Bay State victory. And Miles, I've got to say, from the Bay State, we expect a surprisingly close one.
Yeah, Bay State did come out swinging. Like, I'm not going to say this was Bay State playing bad, though they might jaw on that. Like, Bay State was looking like regular old Bay State, but Georgia State, oh my gosh, they studied. They were clearly very prepared for this matchup, and we're going to get to see some interesting mix-ups right here, not running back the same players, which I think is so smart right here. Yeah. If you give them an opportunity to adapt to the same players, Bay State might just run you straight over. So instead, we're going to see Stain coming up against Tony Pajamas.
Yeah, a phrase that I often use, you know, give an inch, take a mile, right? And I think Bay State is such a good example of that. You play against them one time, and they'll beat you 40 times in a row. As soon as they find that little adaptation that they need, they can really run with it. And like you said, these swap-ups, Stain coming out early, a Captain Falcon player, going up against a Nest player. This is going to be interesting, Miles, because you and I kind of talked about this on paper. At a quick thought, this is a little bit worrisome on the side of Georgia State.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Stain had some crazy movement. Really did. But everyone's got a plan until you get punched in the face. And all your movement might mean nothing in the face of just getting forward aired as... what? The Donkey Kong?
The DK? In Grands?
Grands?
Oh my.
Stain, I have to assume this is a god tier counter pick, because otherwise Tony Pajamas might just rock and roll you. As right here, we're immediately seeing the control of the ground, but one PK fire is all they need. An early up B is punished. Tony Pajamas doesn't overcommit, which gives Tony center stage, giving them the opportunity to get this jab lock, continue the combo.
Oh my goodness. Now finally Stain gets a hit in, but only 10%, 93, making 102 on the board against them. Luckily enough, DK, pretty heavy lad, but Ness one of the strongest, if not the strongest back throw in the game, so very difficult to survive against, especially when you're on ledge like that.
Yeah, ooh, the back throw. Going to catch them, but only stray hits thus far. Donkey Kong is known for his impeccable punish game, but we haven't gotten to see that quite yet. The parry right there on that shield breaker setup, not going to connect. And that down there, not going to kill. Ooh, the back air, they survive it. And they're actually able to clip past the yo-yo, but still, with only 30%, Tony Pajamas takes the first stop.
It is stray hits exclusively right here, Miles. And if Tony Pajamas walks away with a 3-0, that is going to be the worst case scenario for Georgia State as we are entering this second series right now. Grab finally comes through into a great up throw into the, oh, it's going to be a great hit off the up there, off the top blast zone.
Up the air ledge will actually kill. One stock to one stock. That's all you really need. You need to guess right 3 times and you can take this stock. Whereas Tony Pajamas, with the way these combos are playing, it might just be one guess. That's all they need to continue the combo, to keep racking on the damage. Can they find the kill? They get the shield poke with the back air.
Oh my goodness, that forward air coming out, it didn't work, or excuse me, an up air coming out didn't work, directly turned into a forward air from Tony Pajamas to break through that shield. This is a practical 0 to death. I mean, this is incredible. Tony Pajamas coming through, going for another PK fire, but it's going to be the kill confirmed coming through once again. Stain losing that second stock, has finally, landed a hit back on Tony.
And with that, we can see, spot dodge gets around the grab. Stain knows what Tony wants. Off of this Angel platform, Stain is a menace. But can Tony tame this beast? Right now.
Scary movement here. Stain going for the down air about 5 times in a row. I love the slow charge of the neutral B. If you can utilize that, it can really come in handy, especially against a character as light as Ness, but relying on it is a very dangerous thing to do. Stain looking for at least one more stock, making Tony walk away with only a single stock. Definitely good. A grab into forward throw, surprisingly enough, but that answers that, Miles! The neutral B coming through, finding that E-limit, taking Tony down to 1 stock. This is so weird. It felt like Tony's been in charge the whole time, but Stain is keeping it close.
Such a swingy matchup right now, Seb. The one jump called out is all Tony needs to finish it. A high up B, though, and that failed landing does actually get them the edge. As right there, they get caught by the PK fire. They're able to get back to ledge, though. Can they get this swing on the stock instead of on the next one? Because there is no next stock. Stain needs to find the opening now, but Tony is so consistent with these edge guards. Air dodges through the PK flash. That's a starter right there. Now 52%, you're getting close to killing.
Oh my goodness, Stain is large and in charge right now. The spot dodge to keep him alive. Able to bait the nest down with the bonk. Will come through out of the ground. But it's gonna be the kill confirm coming from Stain to seal the deal once again. After game 1, Georgia State, with the skin of their absolute teeth, are gonna be walking away on top.
And look at that teeth. DK's cracking a smile. Yeah, Seb, I get it. I cannot believe it. When they punish neutral get up on Wi-Fi with a forward smash, that is every elite Smash player's dream. They sit there at ledge and they charge a forward smash. Then they're like, all I need to do is time it right and I get a kill early. And Stain did that. Stain did that. They actually connected that, and I cannot believe it. I mean, again, the tale of this match was Tony would get a dominant stock, and then off of the Angel platform, Stain would get one opening and take the stock back. So going into that last stock with Stain at 130 and Tony at like 20, it was like, okay, there's no next stock for Stain to come back on. But they got that one opening, that one giant punch. That's all they needed to turn the momentum on its head and finish off Tony and give Georgia State another lead in what could be their final crew battle.
Breathtaking from Stain there. And honestly, Miles, to just kind of walk through my own mental kind of build here. When we saw Tony get a 90-something% combo and Stain not land a single hit, I was thinking, oh no, this was an insane miscalculation. Georgia State, they are in deep trouble. But then Stain walks up the first stock, taking, and I think 6 hits. I was like, oh, okay, we're back in this. And the same thing happens. Tony, he finds, I think, 104%. I'm like, oh no, like we're back where we started. Stain finds that giant punch, takes out the second. I mean, it was so back and forth the entire time. And like I said, back in that last series, I just want some good Smash, and that is what we are getting right now. This is some incredible top-tier collegiate Smash Ultimate, and I am loving every second.
Yeah, I am too. And right now, there's no character counter pick that's like, they're all going to beat DK, but it's beating the play style that is the main thing. It felt like Stain needed a second to really get in the head of their opponent. And so, Anarchy isn't going to let them hit Greninja a hit and run character. We saw that in Anarchy's gameplay. Just poking, prodding with the shurikens, with the down tilts, with the dash attacks until they get their opening. And that's when they go in for the big combo. And I mean, Anarchy's so practiced on that combo game.
Yeah, without a doubt. Anarchy's combo game, very clean. I mean, one of very few Greninjas I feel like I get the opportunity to see, but definitely one of the upper echelon players, even on the side of Bay State. A very impressive force to be reckoned with. And as we jump in, Greninja versus DK, like you said, Greninja should have a pretty easy time with this, all things considered.
Yes. One stock left. Now, DK is an explosive character, as we saw in that last stock against Tony, but Anarchy, they're staying far away. They're keeping their fuse very far away from Stain's later. They don't want that explosive to even get remotely close to being set off. Giant Punch is charged up, though. We saw that be an opener in the early percents before. We'll see if it can happen again.
An opener and a closer. Quite a few times. A very strong move from Stain. Already able to rack up 20%. Not great, not bad. Already more damage than they found on Ness early on. So a definite improvement, but as Anarchy comes in quick, able to rack up 40%. DJ, one of those real big hurt boxes, or DK, excuse me, one of those real big hurt boxes, able to capitalize off the backup quite easily. And Anarchy showing that to us in troves here. Just a masterclass of how to not let Donkey Kong touch the ground.
Yeah, Anarchy not overcommitting at all, and Stain wasn't either, but the issue is Stain doesn't need to overcommit. Right. Anarchy has the speed to get in on them as they're dropping off the top platform. They're able to survive for the time being at ledge. Can they make this huge reversal? One up tilt is all they get so far. Waiting for when this punch gets let rip. Maybe it won't even get the chance to. Forward air. One more of those will do it, Seth. And that's the opportunity. The forward smash cleaving through the helicopter is what they need to tie this up 6-6.
And Miles, I feel like we are watching history repeat itself a little bit here. That it's going to be Georgia State going up by one stock early on. That player from Georgia State not able to find much progress against the second player. And now we're tied back up 6-6. 2 players left on both sides. This just has so much potential to go either way. And I truly cannot stress that enough. So often when we see teams, somebody wins game 1, you're like, this is probably a 3-0. But with the way Georgia State has been able to claw back from the jaws of defeat several times, I mean, this is their game right now.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you right now, Sept. I feel like they know where the opener right here is. I mean, going back to that, I feel like Anarchy showed that they were ready for that matchup. Yes. They didn't let any big overcommitments happen. Like, for example, they get hit by dash attack up tilt. They know there's not a true follow-up right there, and many players would fall down with an aerial, but one of the best things you can do at the highest level is just not. Don't attack them. Don't go into the threat range. Because what did Stain do? They shielded right after that interaction, expecting an aggressive option. Anarchy never gave it to them. Anarchy never overcommitted. And that commitment to your game plan, to getting the best possible outcome without putting yourself at risk, is what makes Anarchy so deadly.
Yeah, and speaking of deadly, this is something that I want to talk about. Maybe I'm theory crafting a little bit, especially because I feel like Anarchy doesn't use this particular move very often. But looking at Piranha Plant, there is one ability that's often an opener or a closer. That ability, of course, being the Patooey, Piranha Plant's most recognizable move and one of their strongest. But Miles, with Greninja's substitute ability, I'm really curious if we're going to see a lot of action from Anarchy, constantly getting out of the way, avoiding those Patooeys, and then maybe capitalizing off the back of that play style. But again, that could just be kind of a theory craft. I feel like Anarchy's going to stick to what they know, tried and true, not going for anything flashy.
I like that idea. We have seen that substitute come out as a way to punish projectiles before. The issue is Patooey is such a close range projectile that it's often been more of a I want to say a like burst option. Like you spit the Patooey out right over your head and then you drop it down on them. Like the way it works, Patooey, is it's a bait. It's like the Matador waving a red cape right in front of you. If you run in on them, you need to grab and throw immediately, because otherwise that Patooey is going to drop right on down. So, Miss Mango, looking to keep this even, maybe even get an advantage over Bay State, but Anarchy is not going to make it easy here on Hollow Bastion.
One of these teams guaranteed to walk away with a lead. The question being which team and how strong is that lead? A quick action coming in early, 40% already onto Miss Mango. She's able to answer back with 11 early. A little bit of a dash damage there. Goes for a quick side special, but chooses to cancel on it. Goes for the shield instead. Looking to bide time, but Anarchy just collapsing on top of this Piranha plant.
Yeah, it's been great so far. Gets these gentleman jabs for consistently just pressuring them away. 30%. All 30 of that percent is just from gentleman jabs. So.
Short, sweet, and to the point, racking up quite a bit of damage there. 65 on the board, so over double against Miss Mango than what she's been able to produce. Nearly triple now as we're coming in quicker. Able to find another gentleman's jab quick early on. That down aerial coming through from Anarchy, really canceling any hope that Miss Mango had of going up and above. Constantly stuck beneath this Greninja here on Hollow Bastion.
Yeah, dash attack. Oh, Anarchy goes for a read right there. A read that is hard punished. I like this. This use of a get off me tool. If Anarchy is ever right in Miss Mango's face, that's when she is throwing out that jab.
Yeah, that jab, and honestly, we've gotten quite a lot of progress out of it. Now we've got that Poison Cloud up to 100. Sends the Patui up and over. Eats the invincibility frame. Sends in a second one, but it's going to fall a little bit short. Ren brings out that jump early, but rolls directly into a third Patui. Here comes a fourth one. Folks, I said it earlier. I mean, Plant's most recognizable move, and that's exactly why a very common one. All of a sudden, Miles, blink and you miss it. We're tied up.
Yeah, dead even right now, and with the weight, they might even be in the lead. But dropping down, they're going to get that forward air that puts them in an uncomfortable position. But Greninja's ledge trapping, not quite on the tier that Plants is, but either way, running through right through that Poison Cloud is a way to punish Miss Mango on that ledge and get that kill.
Great down air. Oh my goodness, and all of a sudden Anarchy coming in hot, already racking up 50% on Miss Mango's second stock. Full range Greninja, very difficult opponent to take out. And Miss Mango, I'd assume looking for a Patui, maybe a back air. Those are kind of her two consistent kill confirms, but definitely struggling for now.
Yeah, as get this dash attack right now. Patui, no, not overcommitting with it. They hold on to it, not wasting it. But either way, you need to find a way. You need a one big solid hit. Before we saw the back airs, we saw the Patuis off stage. But with the way Anarchy is playing, neither of those are going their way. Substitute right in Miss Mango's face gets them.
Oh, no
they
way.
Go for another substitute, but that multi-hit is going to be their demise.
The multi-hit tanks, it tanks the jump, tanks the recovery, nothing left for Anarchy's kind of reserves there. And Miles, a combo that I personally really like when I play Plant is to use that Poison Cloud and then the long stem inside the Poison Cloud, because often it can catch your opponent off guard. Now, you can't rely on it because it becomes incredibly predictable, but to see it even once here, I think would do a great number against Anarchy, because that's a combo that Miss Mango hasn't used even a single time.
Yes, but I like how Miss Mango is not overcommitting. That would put them in lag. That would be punished. But at this point, you need to go for big swingy plays like that. You need to get those offstage plays we saw against Tony Pajamas earlier. That would be a dream. But the issue is Greninja's recovery is so versatile. Even though it doesn't have a hitbox, it's so hard to predict where exactly Anarchy will be jetting to.
Yeah, and it doesn't take nearly as long as Nessus to get ready. It's a lot faster, like you said, more versatile, not nearly as predictable, so it's definitely difficult to punish. And I think right now, Miss Mango, she's looking to find just one more stock, take Anarchy all the way down to one. If you can find two, if you can seal the deal against Anarchy, that puts your team in a phenomenal position. But the possible win condition right now is just to take that second stock if possible.
Yes, they get the 2-frame right there, but still, Miss Mango holds on, trying to get Anarchy down to this last stock, an opportunity to do it right there, but Anarchy uses that double jump to avoid the Patui. Now here at ledge, Miss Mango has an opportunity once again to get a reversal, but Anarchy staying safe, spacing back, drift back forward airs as they go for another one, the air dodge through the up air.
I think Anarchy done such a good job, saw how Miss Mango was able to take down Tony Pajamas, and now Anarchy refusing to go off that center stage, and it works wonders. 2 stocks left, takes down Miss Mango, and all of a sudden, blink and you miss it, Georgia State down to their third and final fighter in the second series of Grand Finals.
5 stocks to 3 right now, Georgia State. That's not a tremendous gap to overcome.
Right.
I'm sure they have done it before, but this is Bay State. You know who is in the reserves. You know Anarchy. You have to get through them to even have access to the reserves. And the coffers are deep. The coffers are deep at Bay State. So many amazing players right there in the barracks. But You gotta get through Anarchy first, one step at a time. I don't know who could possibly do it, but Anarchy has bled before. We saw how close Anarchy came to dropping that stock, but the Anarchy's lack of overcommitments means a punish-based, a reaction-based playstyle, even a trap-based playstyle is never going to work out. Anarchy's never going to step in the bear trap.
Yeah, never going to be falling into that trap. And, definitely, I wouldn't say a change of playstyle for Anarchy, but rather a change of playstyle for Miss Mango. She was not able to capitalize on Anarchy off stage the way she could Tony because Anarchy refused to leave center stage. And I think that adaptation was really difficult to go up against and was difficult to kind of find that appropriate shift. And as we jump into this, I'm going to assume Georgia State is bringing out Omega. I think I saw them in lobby just a moment ago. So this will be Greninja versus Cloud or maybe Joker.
Yeah, I like the Cloud. The Cloud is so consistent against most of these characters that you're going to be seeing come out. Like, Cloud is a character that just makes up really well for his bad losing matchups, and I don't mind that at all. I did feel like Omega maybe needed a second to get their footing. They had a good game plan, but they were overcommitting a little too much. But maybe you need those overcommitments. Maybe these big swingy plays are exactly what is going to get Georgia State to a third crew battle as they open up with a forward air, a no-nonsense move, but Anarchy fires right back.
A quick play there from Omega, and I love the aggression, the speed you need to go against this Greninja. Cloud, though, cannot be playing that off-stage game. I think Gren wins that, 8 out of 10 times. Very often, Greninja finds himself in kind of the winner's circle when he's taking a Cloud off stage. But Omega doing such a great job finding these stocks early, taking that off a forward air to seal the deal against Anarchy. Blink, and you miss it, down to 1 stock left.
Yeah, I'm liking this so far. Omega clearly a lot more prepared this time as, look at that, Anarchy trying to stick back to their game plan. That early call out on the landing on the platform right there gives Anarchy a massive percent lead. They're getting an idea of when Omega likes to air dodge, when they like to fall down with an aerial, and that is scary for your opponent to have.
Yeah, this is the second time we've seen Anarchy and Omega go up against one another. Omega had the stock deficit last time, but Omega is sealing the deal against Anarchy this time, finding both stocks without losing one of their own, and we are all of a sudden tied back up once again. Omega taking us all the way to that third and final fighter, desperate to force a game 3.
3 stocks to 3 right now against Bay State and Georgia State. If Bay State takes these 3 stocks, they are your champion. They have won the ECAC, which they have controlled in dominant fashion for the entire season. If Georgia State gets these 3 stocks, then they have done the impossible. They have taken a game of a Bay State, and they have the opportunity to take one more to become the only team to beat out Bay State in any competition we have seen thus far. And either way, it's a completion of a magnificent storyline in the making, and I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, undoubtedly so. Such a top-tier performance from both teams so far, and this has just been absolutely amazing. And it looks like nobody is going to be subbing somebody in for either side, because we just got the full 3 on both sides. We're going to have Omega versus Floppe going into this. 3 stocks on the board. Cloud versus Wii Fit Trainer and Miles. I mean, all of the marbles are on the table right here, right now. Does Bay State walk away our victors, or does Georgia State successfully force that 3rd series?
Yeah, Floppe, well, let's not mince meat. Floppe made mincemeat out of Omega last time. Omega wasn't bad, but Floppe just felt so much more in control. Now, here's an opportunity for Omega to show their adaptation here at the ledge, here in the gameplay. It's their chance to shine against Omega.
The shield hug, a personal favorite. The Venn diagram comes out early, and I mean, Omega already very clearly playing a lot more aggressive. Earlier, I talked about how I felt Georgia State was offering too much respect to Bay State, and I think Omega has really taken that idea and ran with it, getting much more up close and personal, more confrontational in these 1v1s and these 50-50s, if you will, and coming out on top of quite a few of them.
Yeah, as that goes right now. I'm liking this so far from Floppe. They're playing around this ledge, but Omega is not letting Floppe get away with as much as we saw in that initial set. That gave them those 70% leads. Nair's coming out right now. They're messing with their recovery, but no, Omega rolls right on through it, keeping this dead even right now.
has that limit at the ready, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it make an appearance right about now, but instead going to be grabbed into up throw there, looking for the opportunity to strike once again. 93% on the board, turns to 105. The limit is gone, and Flappe back in charge, at least for percentages, and now stocks as well. Omega hugging the screen early, and Flappe up 3-2.
Challenging Wii Fit in the air is a death sentence.
Yeah.
And even with the sword, I think Omega thought they were safe, but the disjoint wasn't enough to save them from the up air right there.
Flappe coming in quick here, 50% on that second stock, looking much better, much more like that Flappe we saw back in Series 1. Has 106 on the board already. Blink and you miss it. Omega second stock getting ready to leave, grab into forward throw, looking probably that forward air, but instead goes for the jump. Gets taken out. The trade comes through instead, and Flappe finds themselves on top.
Oh, early uppy right there, catches Flappe. An opportunity right here for Omega to get the swing, but Dash Tech not going to take the stock yet, even with all that raid, as they parry that header, jump right over the Salute the Sun. So many resources depleted, and yet Flappe is able to get back to stage with that forward tilt. One stock remaining for Georgia State.
Georgia State, he finds one, he needs to find two more. Now he took down Greninja, that Anarchy, with one. He didn't lose a single stock and found two in the process. If he can mimic that here, he can go all the way into forcing a Game 3. The weight of the world on Omega's shoulders right now, and this is truly, Miles, now more than ever a now or never moment.
Uppy out of shield, racks up percent, limit almost online as well to build up even more. A big stock here at the ledge is what you need, but Flappe's ledge game plan is just too consistent, Septulence.
It truly is. It is just consistency is key. A Bay State classic at this point. Consistency is the name of the game with them, and they are coming in quick with it. 60% on that final stock, going to be able to miss the limit break, unfortunately, and Flappe capitalizes off the back of those flag. Oh my goodness, off the back of that end lag, excuse me. 102 on the board. Omega running out of time. The deep breathing catches out a little bit of damage, but now as they go back up above Wii Fit once again, things get scary all over.
They're trying to land with that air, but that combo starter not going to connect. Oh my gosh, it's so threatening. They're slapping themselves shut like a bear trap consistently right in Omega's face, but Omega does not give in. Goes in with the landing up air, though. That is going to be punished. Flappe does not let you get away with that. Cross slash not going to kill quite yet. I love that. Omega dancing off stage, but not committing quite yet.
No!
Oh, the Salute the Sun, is that it? Yes, it is!
Oh, the first Salute the Sun Flappe lands is the most important one that he needed to, and what a phenomenal performance, Miles. The undefeated remain so and secure their spot as ECAC SSBU 2022 Grand Final champions, and what a way to do it. Flappe was consistent, is consistent, and will continue to be so, sealing the deal against Georgia State. What a phenomenal performance from Bay State here tonight.
Yeah, we said at the beginning of these playoffs, it seemed like a foregone conclusion that Bay State was going to be winning the playoffs. We could not, as you can tell by the seeding, have ever predicted how they were going to win the playoffs, but it felt like no matter what, Bay State was going to be there. Bay State would be getting 2-0 after 2-0 after 2-0 and getting themselves all the way into these finals and winning it outright. It's a testament to their consistency.
It truly is. And we were talking about that a minute ago. Consistency is key. And we'll actually get to talk to somebody from Bay State in just a minute. But before we throw it to that break, I just want to my proverbial hat off to Georgia State. I mean, what a phenomenal run. The playoffs, incredible. 11th seed, they come through. They don't lose a single game until that first loss here tonight. And that is just absolutely phenomenal. I'm amazed by their team. They bring out weird picks, Donkey Kong, Plant, and they make all of it look awesome. So, truly, in Georgia State, I'm not just saying that. I truly am impressed. You all did a phenomenal job.
Yeah, it was fantastic. And we are going to get a chance to see how Bay State reacted against all those picks and how Bay State feels about this win. In just a couple of minutes, we're going to be going to a short break. When we return, we'll have an interview with Bay State College, the champions of the ECAC.
April Fools, everybody. Okay, so long story short, we were accidentally given the wrong information. This is not over. Bay State is up 2-0. This is a best of 5 or first to 3. So while Bay State has won the traditional series, they have not won the series here tonight. That is just, we did not know that. We were not told that until we were thrown into break. So we apologize for feeding all of you the incorrect information. But on the bright side, there is more Smash to be played. There are more of these characters that we know and love to see them go tooth and nail, and more potential on the table for Georgia State once again. Still Septilance and Kilomiles. And Miles, I don't know, man. It's a little upsetting that we thought it was over, but I'm glad, I'm stoked even to be back into the swing of things.
Yeah, and you don't often see reverse sweeps in best of 3 because, I mean, it's not even a reverse sweep. You tie it up and it's over. But in best of 5s in traditional Smash, you see it happen all the time. You see them come back, and we are seeing Georgia State get closer and closer and closer. We saw them in the first crew battle. They had 1 stock left. Bay State had 3 stocks left at the last round, and it was Bay State to take it. The last time, it was 3 stock to 3 stock, and Bay State would take it. Now, who can guess? Who can guess how close it could get going into this third and could be possibly final crew battle?
Third and possibly final, like we thought the last one was going to be the final, but this could absolutely be the true final matchup here. This is going to be pressure like pressure has never existed before. We thought Omega was going to be the deal breaker for Georgia State, but instead it is going to be a full run back. We're waiting now to get confirmation on who's coming in on either side. And Miles, like I said, I'm just glad. I'm sure Georgia State is glad, and I'm sure that, hey, everybody that's watching is glad. We've got some more Smash Ultimate here tonight, and this is going to be fascinating because I personally have never seen Bay State go further than 2 games, right? They've only done the 2, but now as we extend further, this turns into a bit more of a marathon than a sprint. Is that going to affect gameplay? We're going to find that out as we go into the salty run back here, Miles. Floppe versus Omega once again.
Yeah, and I like this. Omega was starting to figure it out right here, and I feel like Omega is a great opener, maybe isn't as good at closing it out. We saw them do great against Anarchy, but in the closing situation, they weren't able to get it. So setting them in first, they're able to make up for that weakness here against Floppe. But Floppe also has that adaptation in the back pocket. Can they make use of it and get a lead for Bay State?
Time will tell. You're playing the exact same matchup here 2 times in a row. It's definitely going to be kind of weird for these players. And like you said, Omega doing a great job finding these openers up to 60%. Actually, we're completely tied for at least a moment, and all of a sudden, Floppe finds 30% combo. We're tied all over again, and that limit break is ready. I'd love to see Omega bring it out early. Keep breathing, going to be able to rotate down and out. A damage boost for 6 seconds, bounce off stage, and the limit break. Going to miss out, unfortunately.
Yeah, and now I'm liking this. Omega's keeping it even, but this is what we saw beforehand. Oh, when that Salute the Sun came sailing in, I was scared. But Omega was able to keep it consistent, but Floppe catches the air dodge in hard with the down smash.
Great catch early in Floppe, trying to seal the deal against Omega. They say, hey, if it's going to be the end of it or if it's a brand new beginning, it is still going to be me coming out on top, finding that first stock early and racking up even more damage into the ground. But a great mash out from Omega there. A low percent, so I don't think it took much, but up to 60% now. Floppe might be losing that first stock, but Omega really struggling with these kill confirms. Dash attack, still not going to be able to do it.
And they're able to hold on there for the time being, as look at this. Omega is trying to ledge trap, but no, the reverse forward air going to be hard punished right there, but the landing down air is enough to take away that stock from Floppe off the top. Immediate deep breathing, though, into these landing airs. Floppe looking for a kill confirm right off the bat. Landing there into up air might just kill if they get the juggle, as they keep going for it. Reading the air dodge that time. One more air dodge and Floppe is going to punish you hard, but it's reversal right now. Look at this damage starting to rack up. The shield grab sept.
Oh, limit break now finally going to be on charge. Another deep breathing from Floppe. Actually does not close it, so does not have that additional healing or damage boost, but there it is, finally coming through. And oh, it's going to be a quick one. Omega second stock taken off the board very quickly. Floppe currently up 2-1, and if Omega can find just one more stock, that can be enough for a good turnaround and immediate forward air, but it's not going to fall low enough. Able to grab back onto the stage with those magnet hands.
High forward air at low percent, not enough to kill, but one more of those will. And they use the forward air spike. Oh my gosh, that deep breathing was almost Floppe's doom, but they're able to get in the air dodge soon enough. Now, at 0%, they let the up smash rip. It's a dead even game, 1 stock to 1 stock.
And removing Flappe early here could be massive against Bay State. Taking them down could be amazing. But, we've got Anarchy in that back pocket and Tony Pajamas not far behind. So eliminating one giant, you've got two more taller giants, arguably, right behind them. So a very scary scenario. But right now, Omega has tied things back up all the way to the percent. I'm looking for the kill here, Miles. Is that going to be it? No, we fit, like I said, one of the strongest recoveries in the game. Another down air coming through. And there it is, the forward air. That seals the deal. And Omega walking away with that game one victory. History repeating itself in a very scary fashion. Georgia State, for the third time, are going to win that first matchup.
The hits at ledge were so chunky, Septilance. Time after time after time. Omega was slapping Flappe right back down in the blast zone, and Flappe would wiggle their way right on back up and just dunked right on down again. It felt like Omega, after being taken down twice in previous crew battles, has finally conquered this demon in Flappe, and once again continues the trend of Georgia State taking an early lead right here.
Yeah, Omega has had a very large night of ups and downs, definitely so. Was able to take out Flappe back in Series 1 when Flappe only had a single stock, then went in 3-3 with Anarchy and lost that by 2 stocks. We go back to the last game. We all watched that happen with our own eyes. Beats out Anarchy in that scenario, 2 stocks without losing a single one, and loses against Flappe in that 3-3 matchup. Comes back, though, the redemption arc beginning, and finds that 3rd stock onto Flappe, putting Georgia State in the advantage for the 3rd time here tonight, Miles. But we need history to be changed, or Bay State just goes and wins the next 3 in a row, and it'll be exactly what we saw earlier tonight.
Yeah, and with that, I want to look at see how Omega got this read, because I mean, early on, with that air dodge in read, it felt like it was done and dusted, but it was Omega who was able to finish it off. I like this right there. Omega knows that Flappe wanted that early stock. They wanted it bad. Flappe, as soon as it got the nair, would go up. So what did Omega do? They come down with a disjointed down air in the end lag of the up air, not directly challenging it.
A bold play, I would say a high-risk, high-reward scenario, but in that kind of matchup that we were in, everything was a high-risk, high-reward scenario. You miss one move, or you spot dodge incorrectly one time, and that was pretty much there to seal your fate. Omega, I really enjoy kind of the rapid increase in aggression that we saw. They go in quick, they just try to find those elims, and they were able to do so. It's going to be Tony Pajamas coming in next here against this Cloud. We haven't seen these two go head-to-head, I believe, at all tonight.
Yeah, this disjoint gonna be hard to contend with, but if Omega gets off stage, you know Tony Pajamas is gonna punish hard as the double PK fire starts racking up the percent. The drag down with the forward air isn't quite a true combo, but the triple up tilt, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, don't change it, as already Omega takes the lead.
Oh! Don't fix it indeed. Omega takes the lead and stretches it out even further. Miles, a phenomenal opportunity finding Tony's first stock. You only had one stock. Your goal is to find one. If you find 2, amazing. If you find 3, incredible. But you found the one that you needed to keep your team in the lead. And now Omega looking for that second one, getting greedy with it, looking for another forward air, but falling just a little bit short.
Even with a 2-0 lead, Bay State still feel their backs against the wall right here, looking at Omega, a player who they have swept through in the past. Can Omega get another stock off the board right here? Only time will tell as they space these backers against Tony Pajamas. Limit almost online as well.
Almost online. Can they find something with it at 112%? You are one Nest back throw from Dath, looking for the opportunity to strike early in the limit. Falls just a little bit short. However, Omega still getting danger close to finding that second stock. Might be able to with a classic forward air, maybe even an up air or a down air if he catches Nest out. But Nest going to be able to get those magnet hands and invincibility frames back onto stage. Is that the kill? No, it is not going to find anything quite yet.
So chunky. I like that Omega space to punish that ledge stall, but they still weren't able to grab Tony Pajamas. Now, the space forward air still safe enough to avoid getting hard punished, but still, Tony is starting to catch on to the timing. They go off stage with that lingering forward air just outside the range, but finally the up smash will end Omega's run. 4 stocks for Omega right there. The most we've seen a player take as Tony Pajamas finally puts a stop to it.
Tony Pajamas, I mean, just really in a bit of a pickle there. That was a really scary moment. You're nasty, you're over 100%. Cloud can kill you with a single flick in the rib cage, and Tony Pajamas still found a great opportunity to come out on top of things, keeping the dream alive for Bay State, and not quite keeping them in the lead as that one stock was found. And like I mentioned, that was Omega's technical win condition at the end of the day. So Tony Pajamas going into this next matchup with only 2 stocks. Can Georgia State continue to capitalize, especially as either Stain or Miss Mango comes in next, and they have both already beaten Tony Pajamas tonight?
Yeah. I mean, Tony Pajamas would love a run back, but Tony Pajamas would also love a run back on even footing. 2 stocks to 3 means Tony Pajamas, if they want to make it an even game, they need to find a way to get one of those early stocks we know Tony for.
Oh, yeah,
Now,
Tony.
against Miss Mango, I feel like it's going to be almost impossible. The way Tony gets early stocks a lot of the time is with a crazy offstage play.
Yeah.
But all of Tony's offstage plays are flipped on their head when Miss Mango is on the field.
Yeah, without a doubt. And we saw that a lot of that earlier, back way to the very first series we saw here tonight was that Ness versus Plant. And Miss Mango had so many mix-ups, so many great reads, and so many, I mean, like you said, a lot of studying really came through and worked out well for Miss Mango. Coming in with a 1-stock advantage, this could be very easy. Tony could have adapted, could make this very difficult. Truly, only time will tell, but I am eager because if Georgia State wins this one, this will be the first time they've had a lead since only a game 1 in every series so far.
Yeah, that would be huge right now if Georgia State is able to put them on the back foot, put them on this last player. Tony Pajamas against Miss Mango, the run back right now, as Tony tries to figure out what exactly Miss Mango was doing to get in his head previously.
I always, no matter how often I do this, I always get a bit of a scare when a player jumps off the map like that. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I'm always so sure it's a bad thing, but it's coming through early here, and it looks like we're going to be seeing a lot of action quick. Miss Mango looking for that side special. I love the use of the cloud. We saw how much that can really catch out Tony if he plays his cards right, or if he plays his cards wrong, I guess. Miss Mango looking for that early damage. We are tied up 10% even.
Yeah, and Tony fishing for an opening with that PK Thunder. Oh, but they're not quite able to get it thus far. These diagonal PK fires are so scary, but being right above Plant is almost even scarier with the constant threat of Patui up there.
Yeah, Patui is such a strong move, and the PK fire catches out of Patui early, and oh, Miss Mango rides it all the way down. Definitely unfortunate, but not really a deal breaker or a deal sealer. Comes too quick, looking for another Patui into forward air. That dash attack, not able to find its ground. And I love the Magnet Eat there in an attempt to find the Patui, but it's not going to work like you want. The Earthbound boys, the only 2 in the game, able to bounce after the recovery, goes up and through the down air from Miss Mango, and now has a great ledge possession as well. The freeze, going to be able to catch him out quick.
What a good way to call out the high recoveries Miss Mango has been getting away with that PK flash, as with that charge up smash, Tony is on the verge of making it even stocks, and for the first time we see Miss Mango killed from an offstage interaction.
Yeah, wow, that truly is the first time, Miles. You're absolutely right on that. Miss Mango is struggling a lot more. Tony Pajamas going back to a point we made a little while ago. If you give Bay State an inch, if you let them adapt to you even a little bit, they're absolutely going to capitalize off the back of it. A great 2-frame catch from Tony as well, forcing Mango back on a mid-stage. Poison Cloud gets a bit, but not nearly as much as she wanted. PK Thunder finds a bit of spammage in the middle there, but doesn't find that combo catch quite like they wanted. Miss Mango not able to find those gentleman jabs either.
Yeah, not for the time being. I'm liking this, though. Ooh, they string it along with a diagonal PK fire, and they keep the string going. Tony Pajamas is keeping this damage racking up.
No.
Miss Mango at a deficit right now in the salty run back all the way from the first crew battle. It feels like Tony Pajamas has just a leg up.
I don't know if Tony wasn't warmed up earlier or what, but I mean, he is very clearly coming out strong here. Has Miss Mango up to 140 on her second stock. She's still struggling to take Tony's technical first, at least here in this game. Yo-Yo going to be able to eat the recovery and then catch it out for a second time. Miss Mango, she is all the way down to that third and final stock. If she loses this without even taking one off Tony, things are going to be looking bleak.
Yeah, the diagonal approaching PK fire is a new one that you have to contend with, as Miss Mango again able to snap right to ledge. Magnet extension. Tony Pajamas racking up the damage.
71 already. I can't remember the last time Miss Mango actually hit Tony. He's been doing such a good job of keeping his distance, avoiding the Patuis, and especially staying away from those poison clouds. He said, fool me once, but he's not going to let that happen again. Miss Mango goes in deep with that recovery. Very scary, as that's a very punishable move, and Tony, unfortunately, going to choose to get out of there instead of capitalize off the back. 105 to 101, but Miss Mango down to her third and final, still struggling to find Tony's first.
Ooh,
I do it with a good Patui here.
Space recovery right there.
Oh,
and
there
that
it is.
enough to get you to last stock right here. As even Isaac as well. Miss Mango could hope it could be, but we need a huge swing right here. We need to see those 70% strings we were seeing in Crew Battle 1.
I mean, talk about, talent. Tony is so impressive so far with this Ness, and I personally don't like watching Ness, but I have such an appreciation for Tony here in his ability to get through and under a Batui like that, air dodge in, and get the grab into back throw, one of the strongest back throws in the game. Rewriting history here, Tony Pajamas coming in quick and eliminating Miss Mango, the salty run back, ending in favor of Bay State.
Yeah, and that back throw was also smart for another reason, because when you grab Piranha Plant while Patui is out, it's going to fall right down on your head. It's like someone standing there holding an anvil, and if you punch them, then the anvil's going to fall on you, Looney Tunes style. But that is the trick of it. Grabs have some invincibility on them. So, if you have a long-lasting animation, like, say, flip-flopping them all across your back to get them into the corner of the screen, then you're able to use that grab invincibility to avoid getting hit right there, which is exactly what Tony did to take that final stock.
Absolutely. And Miles, we thought it was over last time, but now we are truly to what could be the final matchup. We've got Stain coming in, could be Donkey Kong, could be Captain Falcon, could be something we haven't seen yet. That was kind of a surprise. I came out with that DK, and they were actually able to beat Tony Pajamas in pretty convincingly. Only one stock left, but the win regardless. And as Tony enters with 2 stocks, you think maybe you think maybe Stain's able to win that, but then you have to go against what I can only assume is Anarchy. This is, again, we're in that weird scenario where this matchup practically has to be perfect to go into that third one with 3 stocks on the board.
As now, okay. Omega, or not Omega, Tony has shown some incredible dedication right now to be able to get this close. 4 stocks to 3. Before, in the 3 stock to 3 stock scenario, it was Omega who came in to try and close it out, and they weren't able to previously. If Tony falls right here, that could be it. It's going to be this Captain Falcon I talked about before. I was scared of this Falcon. I wasn't sure that the Falcon would do well. I thought the movement might just get stuffed out, but no, they're going for it now.
And we actually have not seen this this exact matchup. We saw we saw Stain versus Tony, but only on the Donkey Kong. So this is going to be a new one. We saw them on the Captain Falcon earlier where they actually lost to Floppe, and I think that's kind of what engaged the swap. But now as the swap has come through, this is a now or never, every egg in a single basket coming through quickly. Tony Pajamas already finding 33% and looking for that kill quick.
Yeah, racking it up off of that ground movement. Going for the rising there. That's never going to work out. But now, Stain, they're going for this consistent gameplay we've seen before. I like what I'm seeing, Seth.
I like what I'm seeing, too. I mean, this is just a great performance coming in quick here. Miles grabbed into forward throw, surprisingly enough. But yeah, I expect that diagonal PK fire to try and catch him off stage. Great up air, great disruption here, and a great change of pace from Tony Pajamas, racking up a lot of early damage. Even 1 stock here, Miles, guarantees at least a lead for Bay State, if not a win right here, right now.
Yeah, as they're looking for this opportunity right here, gets the instant landing on the platform. So much control over the character, and yet they're not able to get past the lingering hitboxes that Tony Pajamas has on the table. But an opportunity right here doesn't get the up tilt extension, though, and that means Georgia State only has 2 stocks left to stay in this grand finals.
2 stocks left to stay in the grand finals, and they've got to use them well. They've got to find 4 stocks across the board, not losing a single one practically, and this is really looking rough here for Georgia State as Tony Pajamas finding these PK fires. We're already up to 40%. Stain needs 1 decent combo to get this Ness out of here. The Nia Justice could go a long way, and it looks like he's hunting for it. Oh.
Stain was not able to escape that PK fire. They tried so hard, but they fell right on back into it. Popped up by the PK Thunder as well. They're avoiding most of these combo starters, but not all of them. And not all is all Tony needs, because just one is all it is that Gimp right there. Is Tony Pajamas just going to sweep through Georgia State in the salty run back?
Tony Pajamas looking to take down all 3 of them in a blaze of glory. He says, I lost my first 2 matches here tonight, but it looks like he's unfortunately going to be losing the, 5th one? Going 2 and 3 on the day. That's pretty stinking good if I do say so myself, especially coming in with a stock deficit and finding 2 stocks off against Stain. You have now put Stain in what is practically, I'm not going to say unwinnable. That's not fair. What is a very difficult situation they're going to be going up against, I would assume, Anarchy on the Greninja, unless Bay State really wants to spice things up here, but Staying going in with only a single stock. Sorry, I'm updating my little spreadsheets. I know it's going.
Yeah, I feel like Captain Falcon is the character you would want to be on right here, because we have seen that with the explosive combo game, you can get such early stocks. I mean, we saw people dying at 60, 80. I mean, once you're to 100, I mean, you're expected to be dying, but still. Even so, we saw Captain Falcon's unfortunate shortcomings in the recovery. We saw just one little gimp, one little touch from a PK Thunder is all you need to send the captain spiraling down into the blast zone.
Yeah, this is going to be... I'm trying to think the best way... Because in my brain, I think Greninja wins this by taking Falcon off stage, right? Takes Falcon off stage, able to find the Gimp with whether it's that Water Shuriken or whether it's that down air, or there's several moves that he can utilize. But Anarchy has given us a very unique playstyle, exclusively playing in center stage. So Falcon does better center stage. Greninja does better off stage, but neither of them want to play in where they should do best. I'm baffled, Miles.
Yeah, I certainly am, as well as with this. Yeah.
The Falcon kick.
PS2. Okay.
Oh, that was impressive. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, no, Falcon. I mean, that hug, it goes longer than you would expect. But now, that Nair 1, it's such a good combo starter. I talked about the mix between Nair 1, falling up air, and Stomp. That was Stain's bread and butter combo starter right there. But jab block right there. The DI off stage right there.
Oh, this is so scary. Anarchy is just so fast. Even against Captain Falcon, he is constantly just moving from spot to spot, making it so difficult, forcing Stain exclusively to react. There's no attempt to be the proactive player here. Stain has to be a reactive player, and it looks like it is working well for Anarchy. 90% already on the board, and Stain's only got one stock to work with.
Yeah, Stain trying to make them work as hard as they can to get this stock. But Anarchy, again, does not overcommit, does not let themselves be battered back by the captain. Goes for an aggressive knee read, but somehow Stain able to regain center stage.
Stain definitely trying to capitalize off the center stage. This is a weird... what is
Neutral
Stain
game?
Neutral game go crazy! Oh, no, there's no Falcon combo like 18 down airs in a row, Miles. Let me tell you what.
It hits 100% of the time, every time, as they're able to get that landing up air, but not quite able to hit it. No clear follow-up right here, as Anarchy, they're both out of their main kill confirm range, so it's a stray hit right now, Seth.
Yeah, that's the scary thing, Miles.
Oh!
Hit just like that seals the deal. I was just about to say, it feels like we are delaying the inevitable. 144, only a single stock left, and Anarchy just doing Anarchy things. Arguably the best Greninja in the collegiate scene right now, and I mean, that goes to show. I know that was only a 3-1, but I mean, we saw Anarchy win, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of his 6 matchups today. I mean, that is a very difficult thing to do. A truly strong player, and I gotta say, a personal favorite of mine. I don't like Greninja, but I'm a huge fan of the way Anarchy makes him work.
Yeah, so many little moments right there. The fact that Anarchy knows that they're not going to be getting any down tilts. I mean, the down tilts aren't going to confirm, the dash techs aren't, so what do? Forward air, that disjoint that the Falcon cannot get through.
Right.
And they tried to wait them out, but inevitably, it was Stain who overcommitted, and it was one overcommittal dash, one little microcosm to end the ECAC with this time for real, Bay State as your champions with a 3-0 win over Georgia State, not dropping a single game for all of the ECAC, showing they are the dominant team in the Eastern Collegiate Athletic Conference.
Georgia State, I mean, now I'll say it, and I'll say it again because I mean it. Fighting tooth and nail until the bitter end. Taking Bay State to their third fighter 3 times? I mean, I've seen teams not even do that once, let alone 3 times back to back to back. Georgia State, they've got all the pieces. They are ready to keep working and put in the efforts because that was, I mean, to see an 11th seed come out and do that, Miles, I'm a little bit flabbergasted about that. But folks, we're going to be throwing it to our final break, not only of the night, but of the season, unfortunately. And we'll be right back, hopefully with an interview with somebody from Bay State in just a couple of minutes. Don't go far.
odds is real big, job that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cause is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar. I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, job that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cause is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie.
What is going on, everybody, and welcome back. Still Septulins and Miles here to bring you an interview with ECAC Grand Finals champion player Tony Pajamas, an absolute menace on the nest. So, Tony, a simple question to start things off, man, but y'all have won. Bay State has had a phenomenal season in several esports that we have seen, but y'all have walked away six-handedly to find yourselves on top of not only the series, but the season. How does that feel for you as a team?
Pretty great. We were confident going in. We felt like we had one of the best teams, if not the best team going in. So I'm just happy it all came together, especially tonight because we didn't have Sonics and we didn't have Nexus. And I felt like I didn't perform to my standards personally today. So I felt like everyone kind of picked each other up today and we were able to get the job done in Grands in particular, which is great.
Yeah, sure. Maybe. Oh, good.
No, go for it.
Well, maybe you didn't start at your standards, but you definitely got up there. I mean, game 1, Crew Battle 1, you went down. Crew Battle 2, you went down. Crew Battle 2, you went up against both the people who took you down, and you demolished both of them. So what happened in between those first 2 and then that third Crew Battle?
Well, for the Piranha Plant at first, Miss Mango, I felt like I was just kind of caught off guard with the matchup. I was just kind of committing way too much, wasn't respecting their ability to punish me just throwing out moves. Same thing for when I played against the Donkey Kong out of Omega. I felt like, or that wasn't Omega, or that was Stain, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. And I, when I went into the Donkey Kong the first time, I felt like I was doing more of the same, just rushing in, not really playing carefully. And then the third time around, I felt like I was finally being a little more careful, taking time to plant my feet and then go in and take my punishes and take them from there. So, yeah.
Yeah, and you certainly did that. You've been getting so many clean, consistent punishes, and you're going to get a little more clean and consistent because the next thing on a lot of these colleges' itinerary is you're going to be heading over to that LAN in Atlanta, the biggest collegiate event ever. So, how you feeling about that, building up to there?
I'm really excited because I feel like we've, like I said, I think we've got the best teams going in. I feel like we've got a really good shot at winning the whole thing. So I'm really excited to play offline finally for the first time for collegiate esports, and I'm excited to play with the rest of our team, play with all the other talented players we've been playing from other schools. I'm really excited to really enjoy that full atmosphere offline.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And Tony, I just want to say, you can go back and watch the VODs of me and Miles watching y'all in week 1 playoffs, and we're like, yeah, these guys are probably going to be in Grands. And then here, y'all have made it all the way to Grands. It has really been a phenomenal opportunity to watch y'all grow as a team and just kick butt week after week. But I not so much a question, but just an opportunity. I wanted to give you the chance to give a general thank you or just a shout out to anybody before we let you go.
Just want to say thanks to the rest of my team for having each other's backs. Thanks to Aaron for leading us the whole way here. Thanks to Blue for stepping in when Aaron wasn't there and helping us lead us there as well. Thank you to the school for the opportunity and everyone who's helped me get to this point, and the rest of us on our team. So, yeah.
Definitely. Well, Tony, thank you so much for joining us. And I cannot offer any bigger congratulations than a grand finals ECAC victory. But seriously, y'all really deserve that. So great job.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you. And with that, folks, this is going to be a bittersweet moment, but it is unfortunately time to bring the season to a close. Miles and I have been here, I think, majority of the weeks, and it has been great having so many of you along with us for that journey, getting to watch Bay State go all the way out and through playoffs into those grand finals and to whatever the future holds for them. Again, a huge shout out to Georgia State because they, 11th seed, held their own. I believe they're going to be in Atlanta as well, if I'm not mistaken. So that's going to be a real solid performance from them there as well. But thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to both the teams for coming out tonight. Huge shout out to Colton, our producer, in the back line here tonight. And I guess that's all we've got, folks. Check your posture, drink some water, and don't forget to love each other. We'll ECAC y'all next time.
Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying